What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch 92. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And tonight I'm going my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video before you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this because I'm on the road to 7K along with that 3K watch hours. Follow my social media down below in the description. And let's get started. Now WWE Smackdown, it was just a decent show for what it was, and that's all I gotta say. WWE Smackdown was live from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Commentary tonight Michael Cole and Corey Graves. WWE SmackDown kicks off with clips of Bad Blood and the main event. All right, so we get Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns segment. This was an interesting segment to kick off the show. Back in the arena, Jimmy Uso sung his and now he comes to a loud pop. He says he was out of action for 6 months. The fans chant welcome back. He says he was put on the shelves by Solo, and while sitting at home, he was thinking that Solo didn't even have the guts to do it face to face. Face to face, he did it from behind by Solo's bloodline. Jimmy Uso says this is all about big brother against little brother, and he plans on kicking Solo's you know what. Roman Reigns music hits, and now he comes to the ring. A loud pop from the fans. He slowly enters the ring. Roman Reigns extends his hand to Jimmy Uso, giving him the microphone. The fans chant OTC. Roman Reigns says the OTC usually likes to run it systematically, but tonight he will change it up. Roman Reigns tells the fans to join him in acknowledging Jimmy Uso. Roman Reigns says he doesn't do this often, and for the fans to join in acknowledging him. Roman Reigns says he gets it. He understands where Jimmy Uso is coming from. He says Jimmy Uso has to understand that Roman Reigns is not an older brother. He doesn't understand this revenge. He's not a wise man yet, but he does not come up with the creative manipulative plans. That's not him. He is the tribal chief, and for 4 years they took what was theirs. He claimed, I'm sorry, not claimed. He called his shot and delivered. They had the money, the power, and the respect. Everyone feared them. They had championships. They had money. They had it all. Roman Reigns says he doesn't like his position right now, being out of control. He says he is the greatest of all time, and he meant it. And when they step foot in the arena, he wants everyone to know the GOAT are here. The GOATs are here. When they put their wands up, he wants them to know that they are the ones. Jimmy Uso says, but they are not. The fans chant, yes, you are. Jimmy Uso says he stands in the middle of the ring and he sees a chief with no tribe right now, with no Eula follow around his neck at bad blood. Jimmy Uso came back because Roman Reigns needed him. He didn't ask, he needed him. Jimmy Uso says they need help. The fans chant Yeats. Jimmy Uso says he knows one person that they can get some help from. Roman Reigns says no Yeats. Jimmy Uso says Roman Reigns will forever be his tribal chief, but Jimmy Uso is the only one in the family that still acknowledges Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso drops the microphone and leaves the ring. He looks back at Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns looks at him confused. This was an interesting promo, but I don't know. Jimmy Uso might go back to the bloodline. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But this is a very interesting promo by Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. A very interesting start to SmackDown. They are clearing planting the seeds for a bloodline war. Jimmy Uso saying they need help, and Roman Reigns says no to Jey Uso. They have this drag on for a while, but interesting. Commercial break. So we get the first match of the night: WWE United States Championship match. LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. This was a decent match right here. The bell rings. We are underway. LA Knight with a right hand and a clothesline. Carmelo Hayes gets back up and he goes for a clothesline. LA Knight ducks and He clotheslines Carmelo Hayes to the outside of the ring. Carmelo Hayes points to Andrade, who is standing in the timekeeper area, and LA Knight kicks Carmelo Hayes in the announcer table. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, LA Knight with an atomic drop and a clothesline. He throws Carmelo Hayes to the ropes in a pop-up power slam followed by an elbow. He goes for the cover, but Carmelo Hayes kicks out. LA Knight stomps on Carmelo Hayes in the corner. He's back up and runs towards Carmelo Hayes, but Carmelo Hayes gets up and hits him with a super kick. He goes for the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. He runs towards LA Knight, but LA Knight ducks and hits him with a neck breaker. LA Knight climbs the second rope, but jumps to the top rope and lands an elbow. He goes for the cover, but Carmelo Hayes kicks out. LA Knight goes for BFT, but Carmelo Hayes counters it and lands on his hand. His head scissors kicked by Carmelo Hayes, and he hits LA Knight with a cutter. He goes for the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. Carmelo Hayes climbs the top rope, and he jumps. LA Knight moves out of the way. Carmelo Hayes lands on his feet. Carmelo Hayes goes for a cutter, but LA Knight reverses it and hits him with the BFT. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match and still your WWE United States Champion, LA Knight. This was a decent match. All right, Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso. We cut backstage and we see Jimmy Uso walking. He bumps into Cody Rhodes and he thanks Jimmy Uso for Saturday. Jimmy Uso tells him to consider it a favor but not to expect more. Cody Rhodes tells him Solo is not the same guy as when he left. Jimmy Uso tells him to handle his business, and Cody has been handling business on his own, and he respects that. All right, a decent match between LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes. They are building up LA Knight reigning as United States Championship, but he still needs that big feud as a champion. Hashtag Smackdown. All right, so we go to commercial break. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Okay, Jakira. So we go to Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend are walking down to the ring for their match. Kevin Owens runs through the crowd and says he apologized and he was told not to be there tonight. He says he was asked why he turned on Cody Rhodes, but the production shut down his microphone. Kevin Owens grabs Corey Graves' headset and begins to talk, but out comes Cody Rhodes, WWE security, and Nick Aldis run down to break it up. Out comes Randy Orton, who pulls Cody Rhodes back. Randy Orton gets in the ring and he gets in Kevin Owens' face and pulls him back, but Kevin Owens hits him with a back elbow. Randy Orton put a right hand onto Kevin Owens and Kevin Owens falls to the mat. Alright, great angle there with Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. This angle took another twist with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton hitting each other. This is going to be massive. Alright, hashtag SmackDown. Alright, commercial break. So we get the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match: Bianca Belair and Jerry Cargill versus Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend. And this was a I might as well say this was a quick tag team match. Trick Williams is showing in the attendance while Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are at ringside. Glad to see my boy Trick Williams at SmackDown tonight. Alright. The bell rings and both Jackson what's her name? Jakira Jackson. The bell rings and both Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend attack Bianca Belair and Jerry Cargill. Lash Legend slams Bianca Belair and goes for the cover, but Bianca Belair kicks out. Jakira Jackson is tagging, but they double team Bianca Belair. Jakira Jackson goes for the cover, but Bianca Belair kicks out. Lash Legend is tagged back in a cutter onto Bianca Belair. Lash Legend goes for a cover, but Jay Cargill breaks it up. Lash Legend with a right hand onto Jay Cargill, and she throws Bianca Belair to the outside. Jakira Jackson is tagged in. Both teams, both teams on the outside, and Chelsea Green gets in Lash Legend's face. Lash Legend with a big boot onto Chelsea Green. Bianca Belair kicks them both away. Rushed into the ring and tags Jack Cargill into the match. Jack Cargill with a big boot onto both women. They double team and German suplex. Jack Cargill goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winners of the match and still your WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. A Rush Women's Tag Team Championship match that Kerry Johnson and Elias Legend got some moves, but moving, but surprised the match was that short hashtag SmackDown. This was a quick tag team match. Alright, commercial break. We cut backstage and Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes he needs to calm down. Nick Aldis tells Cody Rhodes in 3 weeks he has a match against Gunther and he needs him focused. He needs him to win the match. Randy Orton tells Cody that he will pull Kevin Owens aside and they all need to cool down. He tells Cody Rhodes to get on his bus and leave. He will fix this. Cody Rhodes gets on his tour bus, and Nick Aldis tells Randy Orton that, that he is the voice of reason who will have tonight. All right, so we get Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, and Naomi, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez. And this segment right here, this was a this segment was it was just a meh segment. It was a meh the mid segment right here. Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton walk down to the ring, and Nia Jax says, as the women's world champion, she has a busy agenda. She is there to give credit to Bayley. She says Bayley put up one of a fight. Nia Jax even broke a sweat. She was a worthy contender, and just like every worthy contender that faced her, she ended up on her back. She says no one on the planet can beat her. Not Bayley, not anyone in the locker room. And especially not her counterpart on Raw, Liv Morgan. She says that little girl wants to face the women's champion at Crown Jewel. She says at Crown Jewel she is going to annihilate Liv Morgan just like she did to Bayley and everyone else. And when she becomes the first ever WWE Crown Jewel champion, it's Tiffany time. She puts Tiffany Stratton in a rough headlock and laughs. Nia Jax says that's when Tiffany Stratton cashes in on Liv Morgan and Naomi music hits and out she comes. Naomi tells Nia Jax that they both know the only reason she still has the championship is because her broke down Barbie of hers help her again. Naomi says she cannot win without her sidekick. And as a matter of fact, she isn't even a good one because she pinned her last week. Naomi said she also pinned Nia Jax and asked her if she remembered that. Nia Jax says what she remembers is that it took two of them to pin her. She asks if she is challenging her one on one so she can annihilate her or find a partner. Naomi gets in her face and says she doesn't need anyone to her help her beat her. Nia Jax says she is sick of her face and face tell her she can be here, right here and right now. Nia Jax tells Nicholas if she can hear her to bring out a referee right now. A referee runs down and Liv Morgan's music hits. Out she comes with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan says she is a little bit upset. They came all the way to make an example out of Nia Jax, but it turns out she has her hand full. What they are going to do is they will go to ringside and watch it with everyone else as Nia Jax lose her match tonight, just like she will lose to her at Crown Jewel. Nia Jax puts Naomi down and the referee breaks it up. A surprisingly good angle. I thought it was a bit dull, just with Naomi Nia Jax and Naomi having a match, but surprised to see Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez. That tease with Tiffany Stratton cashing in and was a good one. Two hashtag SmackDown. Alright, so we go to commercial break. So we get Nia Jax versus Naomi. And this match right here, this was a very good match right here. Very good match. Back from commercial and the match is on the way. The announcer that Nick Aldis said it is not for the women's championship because Nick Aldis said Naomi has to earn a shot. Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez are at ringside. Nia Jax with a splash in the corner. She throws Naomi to the ropes and hits her with a splash. She goes for the cover, but Naomi kicks out. Nia Jax throws Naomi face first into the second turnbuckle. Nia Jax gets on the ring apron and runs into Naomi, slamming her head first into the ring post. Nia Jax goes for the cover, but Naomi kicks out. A headlock by Nia Jax, but Naomi and gets out of it and a head scissors takedown slam Nia Jax face first onto the mat. A leg drop by Naomi and Nia Jax rolls out of the ring. Naomi on the ring apron and she hits Nia Jax with a drop kick and Nia Jax hits head first into the ring post. Naomi climbs the barricade, but Nia Jax lifts her up and hits her with a Samoan drop. Alright, so we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Naomi with a super kick followed by a bulldog into the second turnbuckle. Naomi climbed the top rope in a crossbody. She goes for the cover, but Nia Jax kicks out. A springboard kick by Naomi onto Nia Jax and Nia Jax falls to the outside of the ring. A splash by Naomi onto Nia Jax, and she throws Nia Jax back into the ring. With the referee distracted, Tiffany Stratton kicks Naomi. She goes to hit her with the Money in the Bank, hits her with the Money in the Bank briefcase, but Raquel Rodriguez grabs it from her. Tiffany Stratton tells her to put it down, and Naomi with a kick to the side of the head of Tiffany Stratton. Naomi gets in the ring and Nia slams her down. Nia climbed the top rope and Raquel Rodriguez get on the ring apron and distract the referee. Liv Morgan hits Nia with the money in the bank briefcase. Naomi gets up and powerbombs Nia and she goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Naomi. This was a very good match. Um, Rare Ripley music hits and now she runs towards Raquel Rodriguez. She throws Raquel Rodriguez into the barricade. She goes out to Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan gets in the ring. Nia Jax grabs Liv Morgan, but Rare Ripley kicks to the head kicks to the face onto Nia Jax. She grabs Liv Morgan, but Dominic Mysterio gets on the ring apron. Rare Ripley goes for a right hand onto Dominic Mysterio, but he jumps down and Liv Morgan rolls to the outside. Alright, so we get Nick Aldis, Carmelo Hayes, and Legado and Fantasma. Alright, this was a backstage segment right here. We cut backstage and Carmelo Hayes has a bag of ice on his head. Carmelo Hayes tells Nick Aldis that Andrade screwed him out of his match tonight. Nick Aldis says last time he checked, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are tied three wins each. There is only one solution, Game 7, and the that winner of that may get in line for a United States Championship title shot. Nick Aldis tells Carmelo Hayes not to miss. Carmelo Hayes walks away, and in comes Legado del Fantasma. Santos tells Nick Aldis he sees a pattern. Carmelo Hayes and Andrade seem to have a permanent spot in his title opportunity. He asks him why. Nick Aldis says Escobar had a chance for the title and he fell short. He is waiting for Escobar to bounce back. Escobar asks Nick Aldis about Elektra and Legado del Fantasma. Nick Aldis says they have a match next week against a special team, a team he handpicked for them. If they can get through them, they have proved that they deserve a title shot. Escobar tells Nick Aldis that he won't regret it, and he walks away. Nick Aldis says he won't regret it, but Escobar might. All right, we cut to Solo backstage, and he says Jimmy Uso won't get his revenge tonight. Jimmy Uso might be the big brother, but tonight Solo is the tribal chief, and he will acknowledge him. A very good women's match and segment. Naomi getting the win was the match that heavy. Rhea Ripley showed up too, was a nice surprise. WWE is doing very well with this angle. Hashtag WWE Smackdown. Commercial break. A video promo showing car headlights and street names in Michigan areas. The Street Profits and DIY are backstage arguing. Nick Aldis says last week was their shot, but he has a new tag team showing up next week. They all begin to argue and yell. Nick Aldis looks outside and he calls for security. He runs and we see Kevin Owens stumbling on Randy Orton. Backstage, he yells at Randy Orton, telling him that he picked sides. He picked sides. Security breaks it up, and Nick Aldis asks for help. All right, so we get the main event of the evening. So we get Solo Sequoia accompanied by the Bloodline versus Jimmy Uso. And this match right here, this was a good main event match. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. This was a good main event match. The bell rings. We are underway. Jimmy Uso looks around the ring, and Solo Sequoia tells him he is his tribal chief. Solo Sequoia raises his finger in the air, and Jimmy Uso hits him with the right hand. A chop by a chop by Jimmy Uso, but Solo Sequoia with an elbow to the face. Solo Sequoia runs towards Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy Uso lowers the top rope and Solo Sikoa fights falls out to the outside and of the ring. Jimmy Uso with a suicide dive onto Solo. He throws Solo back into the ring and Jimmy Uso jumps off the top rope. But Solo with right hands. Solo distracts the referee and Jacob Fatu with a right hand onto Jimmy Uso. Solo Sequoia grabs Jimmy Uso, who is on the ring apron. He tries to throw Jimmy Uso into the ring post, but Jimmy Uso blocks it. Jimmy Uso slams Solo Sequoia into the top turnbuckle. Jimmy Uso goes for a suplex, but Solo Sequoia blocks it. A right hand by Solo, followed by a clothesline. Jimmy Uso slowly gets back up, but Solo with the right hand, and Jimmy falls to the outside of the referee. The referee distracts Jacob Fatu's shoulder tackles Jimmy Uso. All right, so we go to commercial break. Um, back from commercial, Jimmy Uso with right hand spots Solo Sikoa with a spinning heel kick. Solo distracts referee and Jacob Fatu with a right hand onto Jimmy Uso. Solo Sikoa tells Jimmy Uso he will acknowledge him. He lifts Jimmy Uso up, but Jimmy Uso lands on his feet and he hits Solo Sikoa with a DDT. Jimmy Uso with a chop and right hands, but Solo Sikoa with a spinning solo. He goes for the cover, but Jimmy Uso kicks out. Solo Sikoa runs towards Jimmy Uso. Runs towards Jimmy Uso. What was it? He runs toward. What was it? He runs towards Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy Uso with a kick to the face. Jimmy Uso goes for a Samoan drop. So Sequoia land on his feet. Jimmy Uso with a kick to the side of the head. Jimmy Uso on the ring apron. He climbs the top rope, a crossbody onto Solo Sikoa. He goes for the cover, but Solo Sikoa kicks out. Jacob Fatu gets on the ring apron, but Jimmy Uso hits him with a right hand. Solo Sikoa goes for the spike. Goes for the spike. Jimmy Uso blocks it, and he hits him with a Samoan drop. He goes for the cover, but Solo Sikoa kicks out. Um, Jimmy Uso climbed the top rope. Tama Tonga gets on the ring apron and it distracts the referee. Jacob Fatu gets on the apron and trips Jimmy Uso up. Solo Sikoa hits him with the Samoan spike. He goes for the cover, gets the pin. The winner of the match Solo Sequoia. This was a good main event match. The Bloodline attacked Jimmy Uso after the match, and Roman Reigns misses his out. He comes Roman Reigns, and he knocks down Jacob for two, Tama Tonga and Tonga Lord. Roman Reigns and Solo with right hands, but Jacob for two gets in the ring, and he attacks Roman Reigns from behind. They beat up on Roman Reigns. In comes Jimmy Uso, but he is knocked down. Jacob Hartu with a moonsault off the top rope onto Jimmy Uso, and Soul's Code with a small spike onto Roman Reigns. The Bloodline leaves the ring and stare at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, who are down in the ring. Jimmy Uso tells Roman Reigns they need help, and SmackDown goes home there. A good main event. Jimmy Uso telling Roman Reigns that they need help make it that much more interesting. I don't think Jimmy Uso shows up soon, but he will help. But he will help them in a big way. Hashtag SmackDown. A fun SmackDown. They did a lot with the Bloodline stuff. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. The women's stuff was interesting to a lot going on. And WWE Smackdown goes off the air. Alright, but let me get my opinion what I think about WWE Smackdown. Now WWE Smackdown was a decent show. But anyway, if you guys made it this far by watching my WWE Smackdown review on highlights from the beginning to the end, give yourselves a round of applause. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this, because I'm on the road to 7K along with that 3K watch hours. Follow my social media down below in the description, and I'll make a YouTube short video, and then I will see you guys tomorrow live on YouTube for some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Because I'm having fun with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's a W game. Make sure you guys go check out my live stream that I did on Thursday. I did a 4-hour stream playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Go check out my live stream and go show that live stream some love. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.